This is Unit 3, Human Reproductive Health, Detection of a Fetal Disorder during the early pregnancy. Okay, so what are the technique we identified during the early pregnancy to detecting the fetal disorder? Okay, now we have to study it. Are you ready? The first detecting technique of ultrasound scanning. Ultrasound scanning is performed due to pressure from the transducer on the abdomen or vagina. So the ultrasound scanning we can is using abdomen scanning or it is through the vagina to analyzing. Okay, so in this ultrasound scanning no radiation underline. Okay, no radiation is used during this procedure of as a transducer on the abdomen or vagina. Okay, what is the uses of ultrasonography? It will be as a main function in the first trimester. Okay, after is a confirmation of the pregnancy, that is the first trimester, to analyzing the dating. Next is determination of number of fetus. Okay, if it is a mono twins or as a twins or as a normal baby, as a single baby, they have to identify as a determination of number of fetuses. Okay, next is and for assessment of early pregnancy complication. What are the assessment of early pregnancy complication, ma? Yeah, that is ectopic pregnancy. Okay, after fertilization, next is cleavage. The next process is the implantation. There is a failure of implantation is leads to ectopic gestation. Okay, how can be identified? So through with the help of ultrasound scanning, the implantation is correct, or it's the implantation of the fertilized egg into the uterus lining wall. They have to identify with the help of ultrasound scanning. Can you understand? So they have to ultrasound has known risks other than the mild discomfort. Okay, what are the known risk means? No known risk means is a pressure. Okay, is a through the abdomen or vagina. Okay, so what is the uses? First trimester for dating and determination of the fetus, number of fetus, and next is early pregnancy complications. Okay, next is amniocentesis. Okay, in already we studied about that as amniocentesis. What is a sample of amniocentesis, ma? That is amniotic fluid. Where it is the amniotic fluid is present in surround the fetus. Okay, the fetus that will be is a float on the amniotic fluid. Okay, so first what is the uses of this diagnostics, the amniocentesis? That is diagnosed for chromosomal abnormalities. Okay, so amniocentesis is one of the small sample of a amniotic fluid. So these are the amniotic fluid, it surrounds the fetus. So what is to diagnosing used with the amniotic fluid? To diagnose the chromosomal abnormalities of the fetus. Okay, if the first child they have to affected the chromosomal abnormalities. Okay, so the second child also, or if it is any cases in that family history or as a chromosomal abnormalities, means they have to feared about this is a healthy of the baby to diagnose them chromosomal abnormalities. What is the procedure of amniocentesis? The amniocentesis is performed in pregnant women, that is a gestation period of 15th and 20th weeks. How can be done this procedure? They have to using and inserting a long and as a thin needle is inserting through the abdomen into amniotic sac to collecting the sample of amniotic fluid. So these are the amniotic fluid. It contains the cells shed from the fetus. Okay, so the amniotic fluid to identifying them as a karyotyping studies and to detect the chromosomal abnormalities of the fetus. This is important question, ma. So last year all the examinations they had to ask. Okay, so what is the role of amniocentesis? So 3 points only. Amniocentesis, amniotic fluid sample to diagnose the chromosomal abnormalities is performed pregnant woman at 15th and 20th week of pregnancy. How it can be done is inserting a long and thin needle through the abdomen into the amniotic sac to collecting a sample of amniotic fluid. Okay, so this is very more important question. Listen carefully. Detecting sample is chorionic villus sampling. So this is one of the prenatal test. So it will be involves take a sample of a placental tissue. Okay, in chorionic villus sampling, what is the name of a sample? That is placental tissue. In amniocentosis, the sample is, that is amniotic fluid, but chorionis villus sampling, the sample is a placental tissue to test for chromosomal abnormalities. Both amniocentosis and the chorionic villus sampling to testing for chromosomal abnormalities. Okay. Fetoscope. So the fetoscope is used to monitor the fetal heart rate. Where it is you using the fetoscope during the late pregnancy and labor conditions to monitoring the fetal heart rate, the fetoscope is used. Okay, what is the average fetal heart rate? That is 120 and 160 beats per minute. So in abnormal fetal heart rate, so that the fetus is not getting, what is the indicating the abnormal fetal heart rate? That is the fetal have getting not enough oxygen. So and it indicates some problems inside. The fetal have to felt about that some problems it will be indicate. Can you understand? So what is a fetoscope? Is to monitor the fetal heart rate. During the late pregnancy and labor conditions, the fetoscope to use the fetal heart rate. Okay, so what is the average rate? 120 or 160 beats per minute. So in abnormal fetal heart rate, it will be indicating that it's a fetal not getting any enough oxygen, or it will making a indicating the other problems of fetal. Can you understand? So next is handheld Doppler device. So these are the devices also is one of the prenatal diagnostics detections. It will be helpful to count the fetal heart rate. Okay, during the labor conditions. So it's often used, that is a continuous electronic fetal monitoring. What is a handheld Doppler device? It is one of the counting prenatal diagnosis to count the fetal heart rate. So during the labor, the continuous electronic fetal monitoring is often used. Can you understand, ma'am? So in this lesson, we have to study the detection of a fetal disorders during the early pregnancy is done by ultrasound scanning, amniocentosis and chorionic villus samplings and fetoscope. Next is handheld Doppler device. Can you understand?